maybe Mark can chime in and talks about Vietnam. If, for example, you get the Western introduced to Asia, now Asia is coming back to life, how would you translate that, or what kind of regulation Vietnam currently has that is a plus for investor like Han to come in, or similar in terms of sector?
For real estate?
Yeah, real estate, for example.
I think the government introduced new laws in real estate this year, which facilitates foreign investors to invest into Vietnam, like in terms of land ownership, for example,
right,
reclamation of land from the original residents. So I think now it's more flexible in terms of, yes, so there are more leeways for them to claim back the land from the residents. That's one. And number two is on the shareholding for foreign investors in real estate projects in Vietnam.
Right.
And that has changed as well a little bit, so it's more flexible for them. Those are the those are the plus side for regulation wise.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell you what our biggest concerns about owning real estate assets in Vietnam at the moment, right?
Yeah,
number one is land lease, short land lease.
Right. There is that.
That is, so when I'm talking about deploying capital, right, for this amount of money, I could get freehold in neighboring countries.
Yes. True.
Freehold means I own it for life, right?
Yes.
Which that concept doesn't exist here.
Japan is the new darling of the show at the moment.
And number two, land title.
Yes.
There's still a lot of land title risk. Yes, it may be insurable these days, but still there is land title risk. So sometimes it's not worth taking that risk because the returns are not astronomical.
Right.
Astronomical returns, I can accept higher risk, but it's not.
Right.
Okay. So yes, some reform is needed in those particular areas to reduce the risk. There's a whole lot of other commercial things that need to improve too, but we're going down a very deep rabbit hole if we want to dig into all that.
That's true. Yvonne, what do you think 2026 is going to bring, like in terms of regulation? I know there's an election coming up in March.
Yes.
But what do you think? Just a random outcast. How?
Well, I hope after the government settles in March,
Right.
They can think of how to improve some of the current regulations. For
Right.
example, the RSC process.
Yeah.
That's taking too long for a lot of foreign investors.
Right.
Because if they go to Malaysia, then in Indonesia, they probably set up a company less than a week.
Right.
But here, you need probably 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
So this is I think this is a big no-no for FDI coverage.
And that's something that you yourself, your company is facing as well.
Our video actually have a legal firm here.
Yeah.
We help foreign investors to set up legal entities in
Vietnam.
It takes like 3 to 4 months.
3-4 months compared to anywhere else in Asia.
Yes.
All right.
So that is a big, I would say, a big hindrance to FDI companies.
So basically, they have to provide that platform, easy entrance.
They have to think about it because
Yeah.
if they really want to attract FDIs, they have to think of how to streamline the process, make it easier. I know they're moving towards that direction by like clearing out district level government. That's okay on the right path.
Right.
But you still need to improve it further.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
But with your client, when they invest or they seek your consultation, do they strictly stick with real estate or more?
No. I deal, unlike Ping Han, I deal with clients from various sectors, not just real estate.
Right. Okay. But which sector do you see an uptick in terms of 2025?
You ask me, Vietnam at its current stage of development, you should go back to basic necessities. Like food processing.
Right.
Things that's necessary.
Exactly. Actually, DealFlow has a couple of clients or buyers. Some are from Japan and Singapore as well.
Yep.
His firm are looking to acquire logistic in a way, and also warehouses, cold storage,
Okay.
and then have that incorporated to their offshore as well. So they have distribution center, they have the manufacturer. So what they do is they'll buy a small business here.
Yep.
The ticket price may be around the 20 mil,
Okay.
nothing way too north of it.
Okay.
So then that's what their entry to Vietnam will be. They're comfortable with that. Anything beyond 40, 50, to be honest, Vietnam is very limited. You don't have that many public business, right?
Yes.
Anything above 50 is more listed in a way.
Yes.
So now we're sourcing these deals for them. They want to come in, okay, I want to purchase asset here. same struggle that you might have, the land lease, all that good stuff.
Mm.
The process getting the funding in, it
Yes.
takes a little while. Sometimes they'll miss the boat in a way.
Yes.
So DealFlow 2 is carrying some of these hurdle in a way.
Okay.
We find this deal for you. This is a good business. This is the income they're generating. It's a good fit.
Yep.
Okay.
But now the next step is what, right? So that's why we love talking to you in a way where, hey, Juan, I have a problem. Could you help us set up this finance, right? We can find buyers, but then now we want somebody.
They need help to
Right,
move
to
the
do
process.
that.
Yeah.
So DealFlow want to be very strong at certain aspect of this whole transaction,
Okay.
and then partner with the right party to achieve this, right?
can definitely
So that's what we do, right?
Yeah.
So they come in, they want to buy, but the problem is still that as well.
Yep.
But they're still doing it.
They have to,
Right.
like what Ping Han said.
Exactly.
Vietnam is still one of the highest GDP
Yes.
growth in the world.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. Right now, the market in Vietnam, logistic, storage,
It's one of them.
oh,
Yes.
it's booming. It's
Yeah.
booming.
Yep.
I would say more than half of our clients are looking for this kind of business sector, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if your client are in the same field or.
Yeah, I have a sales idea in logistics, but it's a
Yeah.
service provider. It's not a asset.
Or
owner.
non-asset, right?
It's
Yeah.
not asset owner.
So typically, when they come in as investor, what I see is they are typically operating.
Yes.
So usually they want the full buyout, right?
Well, majority of food.
Majority, right?
Yep.
Okay. So your client is the same. They want control that.
So my client is the sales side.
Yes.
So we got this this logistic company from the UK
Right.
as a potential buyer that comes in. So they, instead of setting up a legal entity and building up a team themselves, they figured they should buy one, which is
right.
faster. And
Off the shelf.
and because
Off the
of
shelf.
and because the reason why they're doing that is because some really huge PRC client moving here.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's the only
the
reason.
timeline is
Yes.
tight. The timeline is tight.
Yes.
That's why it is, right?
Yes.
So typically, walk us through here. Like, do they set up an SPV for this?
Yeah, they
To
can
sign
set
up,
up
right?
people. Yes.
That was a lot.
Normally it's in either Hong Kong or Singapore level.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of clients prefer the Singapore side. That way
It
it's
really
smooth,
depends because for
right?
Southeast Asian they normally go to Singapore.
Singapore, yeah.
But if you're like from
If you're
PRC
North Asia,
Hong Kong,
yeah.
Oh,
North
yeah.
Asia, you go to Hong Kong.
The Hong Kong channel.
Yeah.
And what kind of other challenges they might face when they set up an SPV going into Vietnam to acquire these assets? Besides what we just named, is there any other minor subset?
Well, for foreign investors, they always think about dividend up or remittance back to
Yeah,
the holding
yeah.
company. That's always the case. They always
Right.
worried that they can't get their money back. But I think if you pay your taxes, that shouldn't be any problem.
I know if you do it properly,
Properly, yes.
and also partner
And
up.
properly meaning when you come in, the money comes in properly as well.
Exactly.
No,
You'll be
this-
surprised.
This
Yeah.
this was also a concern with investing in China 20 years ago.
Right.
Right. People were always concerned about getting money out because
Yep.
of currency controls.
Yep.
But as long as you pay your taxes,
Right.
it's paperwork, it's time.
Right.
Right. So I know pre-COVID, it still took about a year
Right.
to get the money out after taxes being paid.
Right.
Right. But you can.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I hear that concern from some of our buyers as well. It's like
Always
we love to invest.
Yeah.
We've been keeping an eye on this market for a while. Some are 10, right? But this is the side field we have. That's it. But if we align you the right and set up the right way, you bring in the proper money, you make proper business, you exit with proper money.
Of course you can.
Right?
Yes.
So I think from their concern, for me, it's not so valid in a way where it's
It-
always shouting.
It still is to a certain extent, right? Partly because of the time lag it takes.
Yes.
Right. The 3-4 months to set up your entities and all that, you lose deal momentum. When you lose deal momentum, there's a high chance the deal dies.
Right.
Right. And look, from experience, anytime a deal drags on for more than 2 months,
Yeah, there's always
there's a high chance it will
right.
close.
It's always a monkey
Right? I
wrench
mean,
story.
you probably face the same,
Yes.
the same thing.
Numerous.
Everything's about momentum.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So
It happen.
one way to shorten it is set up your entity in the industrial park.
Ah,
Because the industrial park owner, developer, they will have direct access to the provincial government. They can
Right.
set up a company much faster
mm.
than any lawyer.
Right. So
So that's why a lot of them they have to set up in the industrial park.
Ah, there you go. So this is still legal, by the way,
It's
right?
legal,
So,
it's legal, of course.
So that way,
It speeds up the process.
Speed up
That's
the
it,
process,
yeah.
right,
Yeah,
right.
because they deal with the provincial government on a daily basis.
daily basis, yeah.
So they
every
can
day.
just submit anything and then
Right.
get it approved
Without
like
that.
within 5 days.
So that is one of the way to bypass
Yes.
3 or 4 months.
Yes,
right?
yes. But if you settle in, for example, Ho Chi Minh City,
Oh, that's good.
that's totally different, man.
And lately, we have been rezoning.
And then with your provincial mergers with
Yeah.
Bình Nhung and Vũng Tàu,
Oh, yes.
so there will be a lot of delays in
Right,
terms
right.
of approvals.
Right. So, with Ho Chi Minh being now consuming Bình Nhung and Vũng Tàu,
Yep.
what do you think Vũng Tàu is going to contribute besides?
So it's very simple, right? For Ho Chi Minh City, it's CBDs, like
Right.
financial services, and all your multinational companies are. Bình Nhung is a factory.
Yes, industrial
Right.
related.
It's like the Shenzhen of China, right?
Yeah, yes.
Factory, global factory. But Vũng Tàu is where the ports are,
Right.
where the heavy industry are. You know, all those oil and gas, they're all there.
Right.
So they all have different functions.
Right.
Vũng Tàu is the international ports, heavy industries. Bình Nhung is the normal manufacturing and processing, and then Ho Chi Minh is your financial center.
Right.
So they have different functions.
Right.
Yeah.
But in terms of Vũng Tàu right now, there's a lot of tourism development,
Yes.
and the government been paying quite a bit of attention to that.
Okay.
I don't know, of course, obviously, Ho Chi Minh original, right?
Yep.
They're doing a lot of free zoning
Yes.
on the table at this year. I think they just cleared that yesterday. They announced it in Da Nang. And,
Yeah,
I've seen-
international
Yes.
financial.
right. So it's official. It's it.
Yeah.
So I guess that would signal to foreign investors, you know what, there's movement here. And not just a guess, but the government actually announced it. What's your take on that?
IFC.
Yes.
Well, the Chinese was thinking of doing it for a long time, but I
Yeah.
don't think they succeeded.
Not yet.
They want to turn Shanghai into an international financial center.
But Shanghai.
The,
Yeah,
the
that's
problem
true.
with this is always the capital control.
Right.
You can't have an IFC if you have capital control.
Right.
That's why in China you have a Hong Kong
Right.
and not renminbi. It's
Mm.
US basic Hong Kong dollars, right?
Yeah.
No, but the IFC, from my understanding, is an offshore, mid-shore location, I guess. is a
Mid-shore.
better way to describe it, right?
Yes.
It's a way for capital to flow in and out of that area, but for it to flow into Vietnam proper, you're still subject to the same restrictions. So you're probably out there developing standalone industries, right? I don't know, maybe that's to grow your crypto base,
Asset
trading
management,
base, asset management, but the money still can't come in.
Well, actually, Vietnam is doing that crypto thing. Da Nang is going to be their
Da
beta,
Nang will
right?
be the
Yeah.
for crypto.
But that's the thing. It's still it's still physically in Vietnam, but the money doesn't flow through. Right? That's where it gets tricky.
So if you're the investor, you won't hop in on this at the moment.
Until I can see more clarity around what industries are going in there, right, and how big those industries are, what the requirements for headcount are, for officers are, it's very hard for us to see.